Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. I'm back again with another Tuesday Talks. And this week, Suzanne is going to pop on here and answer some of our questions. So I'm super excited. I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. It's a little overcast here and a little windy, but still nice. Toulouse is here too. Hey Suzanne, so I see that you're on. Go ahead and request. Okay, great, you got it. Awesome, here comes Suzanne. Did it do it? There you are. Hey Suzanne.
Hi, good to see you.
Good to see you too. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's not snowing in Denver, so I'm good.
Oh, that's really good. Oh my gosh. So Suzanne and I actually don't know each other in person, but we are both Rodan and Fields consultants, and we met through a coaching program group where we just connected, and she volunteered to come on and answer some questions. So happy to have you. Thanks for joining me.
Well, thank you, but also you're to be commended because you started all of this, so you initiated all of it, and I wouldn't be
Thank you.
here if it wasn't for you. So this is so why this business is so great. I'm so happy to finally get to be on with you.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. So, Suzanne, do you mind just telling us a little bit about yourself? I know you just mentioned Denver, you live in Denver, but what else?
Sure. So, gosh, I'll make it short and sweet. So I'm about a 20-year professional in human resources as a human resources director. And I used to work at the University of Denver, right down the street from me here. I always point this way because it's right there. And I have two little kids, and I have a lab that I'm training to be a therapy dog. No cats, but a lab.
Oh,
But I would take a cat. I would take a cat if it stumbled upon my way.
yeah.
But just a really busy, full life. I also own a nonprofit here. It's called Young Yokes Kids Yoga. It's the only registered yoga school in the state of Colorado. So we work with kids with all different types of learning challenges from all different backgrounds, socioeconomic backgrounds. So I have a very full life.
You sure do. I didn't know about your nonprofit. That's amazing. Thank you so much for the work you're doing.
Oh, thanks.
It's so important. So how, like, you're so busy and you've got kids, you have a nonprofit, you have a 20-year career. How were you introduced to Rodan and Fields? When did that come in?
That's a great question. This was what was so fun about doing this with you, is because probably what we hear the most when we talk to people is I'm so busy. I can't do this business. I'm so busy. I'm so busy. I'm so busy. And that's totally legit. People are busy. And what we've found, and probably you found in your business, is the busy people get things done.
Yes.
So, and that kind of leads me to, so my sister, so I've been in the business 4 years now, and my sister introduced me to the business. She's been a PA for about 20 years in surgery oncology. She's super busy, 4 kids, like zero time for anything. And both of us were ramping up towards our 40s. And, honestly, it's really embarrassing, but I tell the story all the time. The only way I washed my face before was just the shampoo that ran down my face in the shower. Seriously. I mean, and I was blessed with not having, acne in the earlier years. But it was just like, that was my routine. And as I was getting more mature, I was like, I need to do something that would be better for my skin than not just the shampoo running down the face or the drugstore stuff. So anyways, my sister introduced me because a lot of her colleagues were joining Rodan and Fields because just of the clinical backing, just, how great the company was, lots of other superlatives. And so she asked me, I'm like, no, no way. There's no way I could ever do this. And another partner of ours was like, okay, busy people get things done. Just try it. And honestly, I rolled my eyes. This was not for me. I would never do. It's like everything we've all heard. I was that person. And then I started using the products, and I started talking to my friends about it. And you know, I will. I should be proud. I will toot my horn. For 4 years, I've been the top 5 of my team, and
that's incredible. Congrats.
Well, thank you. It's because you just talk about things you love. We know, like, and love, and that's really been the secret sauce of it. Is I'm an HR person, right? I'm not a salesperson.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. We all are salesperson. We all get online and we talk about things that we love and we know and we trust. And that's the beauty of RNF, is that it's legit.
We earn a paycheck while doing it.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Well, I was going to get to that, but I'm like, I see how I could just squirrel and tangent and talk about this forever.
No, you're good. You're good. You can tell that you're super passionate about it, which I love, absolutely love, because I feel the same way. We're natural sharers. Humans are natural sharers.
Totally.
And that's all network marketing it is. You're sharing product, you're sharing service, you're sharing a business. So it's really incredible. Yeah. So back to your store-bought shampoo running down your face.
It's the truth. It's the truth. It's embarrassing, but it's the truth.
So now that you've been using Rodan and Fields, or even when you first started using Rodan and Fields, what was your favorite product and why? Because most people who are like bar soap users for their face, or like nothing on their face, sometimes they find it hard to go into a product regimen or try new things because what they're doing clearly works for them.
Sure.
So, what's your favorite product?
Yeah, and I think I'm a pretty good example of this for people that have, they think like normal type of skin. So, but I actually have really, as you can see, I'm very fair skinned, and I have really dry, sensitive skin. So I live here in Colorado and previously in New Mexico. So from really dry climate. And so naturally, I always say I naturally run red, which I do. I do. But even though that might be your skin type, you still need to exfoliate, because all you're doing is packing on layers of moisturizer on dead skin. So I think what I always tell my new customers is that you've got to give it a little bit of time. Like we always analogy, like you go to the gym, you can't go once, you got to keep going to see results. So just keep going for a little while until you see results in your body adjust, right? Like you're going to be sore when you first go to the gym, you're going to have these things. Well, your skin's going to do a little bit of a transition to try new product, which is, it's good. It's 100% normal, because you know that they're working. So for me, right now in my season of life, I love the Soothe regimen, and I am absolutely addicted to the eye cream as well, the Redefine eye cream. It's like morning, noon, and night. But I'm kind of a hybrid user. So this is what I thought would be fun talking about today, was that, a lot of people think you just have to, okay, this is when they take your solution tool or mine, or it's so great because it like heat maps your face. Awesome. But, just because it gives you one recommendation doesn't mean you can't combine all of them. So for myself, I use the Redefine Clay Exfoliating Mask.
Okay, yeah.
You can use it as a mask or a wash. And then I use the toner. But then I use the Soothe after that, the last two, for my moisturizers to help tone down the redness and really do like a lot of hydration for my face. So I was excited to talk with everybody today about that, because you can combine regimens to find your perfect mix. It's not just one or done.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. And I find that my skin changes throughout the year. So
100%.
I'm favoriting different products in the winter versus the summer. But I'm
Mhm.
here in Florida, so their summers are so humid
Yeah.
that I don't need a lot of hydration. But in the winter, when the wind is blistering, even
Yes.
though it's not that cold, my skin just gets so chapped and dry. So I find myself being like, hydration, hydration, where is it? I need it. So it's just interesting that you said that about being able to combine for what
Mhm.
your skin needs are. And I think that's so important and what's so crucial about our products specifically.
Absolutely. And I found that, my best customers, they flex in between seasons and just kind of change
Mhm.
up because we all need that. And even if you're in a consistent, I mean, you're probably in a much more consistent climate than I am, but
Yes.
there's little nuances that, might change over time. And then also what you see, with your face and what you need to adjust to. So, I mean, all of them are great, but those are my favorites right
Yeah, I
now.
love that. So, just really quick, I just want to break up our conversation just to thank everybody who's joining us. I know we've got a few on Facebook and a few here on
Oh
Instagram.
yeah.
So, thank you so much for joining Suzanne and I. Feel free to comment below if you guys have questions. We can answer them live here. Or if you have them after, don't hesitate to comment and say replay, and we'll be happy to answer your questions.
For sure.
So, Suzanne, for the past 4 years you've been in business, like you mentioned, what is your favorite part about this business? Has that changed for you at all, or has it always been the same thing?
You know, it's changed a lot over the last 4 years. I think everyone comes in and has one reason to come in. But I want to pause because I thought about this when we were talking a couple of days ago, which I really appreciate all your prep work. And I think everyone who's listening, you put a lot of thought and heart and love into all of this. So it's really meaningful because you care a lot about your business and your people. So thank you. And um, you know, I think the biggest thing I could say is start before you think you need to be started. Because I have sat back in the last 4 years and thought about, I wish I would have started 10 years ago. I would, but it's not because of oh gosh, because there's room for everybody
Yes.
here. So it's not like, oh, if I would have started, it would have been here. Not saying that. I know the extra income it's brought to my family. And I just, I'm so grateful for that. And I'll just share a little bit of a story because I do
Yeah,
think
please.
um, life throws you curveballs. And even though I have a full-time job and kids and blah, 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 going to miles an hour, I could have never imagined what the last 6 months of my life would have looked like, caretaking two elderly parents and one that just passed away 2 weeks ago. And with Rodan and Fields, and I had to step back from my full-time job just for a little while, but you know what? It was always there. And
Mm-hmm.
everyone was so loving and kind. I mean, you and I have never met before that. And then we
Never.
talked and we have nothing to gain from each other except for camaraderie and friendship and support. Period.
Exactly.
That's it. And that's truly the biggest thing that I have felt since the moment I joined. And then till today and most recently with a significant loss of a family member is just the outpouring of love and support. And it's from all over our
Mm-hmm.
company that has been just incredibly loving and supportive. And and then even if I've been able to step back because I've built my business and nurtured it over the last 4 years, it's still there. It's
Yep.
consistent. When I need to take a step back, things are still moving, and my team, and that's what's really, it's a wonderful, wonderful feeling to know that you've got that support.
It's almost like a sense of security in a way
Absolutely.
because
Yes.
it's there and I mean, yes, we think about our business all the time and we work them, but when, like you said, you had to take an bereavement and you needed to
Yes.
focus on family and personal things that were happening, but yet your business keeps continuing to build and it keeps
Yep.
continuing to go and you keep earning, and it's just that security knowing that you have that, which is really comforting but also humbling, which is incredible that like we've been gifted with this opportunity.
Oh, absolutely. And that's what I always say is just you you need this before you think you need it.
Yeah.
And I know that all of us can say that now, and then, at the beginning, you're like, no, I don't need it. I mean, and truly, right? That's what we
Yeah.
get from most people is like, no, I don't need it. It's not important, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a few that really see it and do, like jump in right away. But that's okay because you've got to know, you've got to work through it and feel, and when you get to this point established in the business and you realize, this is really, when people say this is life changing,
It is
it is. Yeah, and
incredible.
you don't experience that until you really experience it, and that's
Yeah, it's hard to imagine for somebody,
yeah,
especially when they're in a daily routine or a daily set schedule with their full-time job. It's really hard to
totally.
think about what would be life-changing for them,
Yeah,
especially if their job is cushy and you get
yeah,
benefits and you have a traditional hour and you get to do this and you get to do that. You don't think about what else there is. But
right.
we're encouraging you, I think, at least Suzanne is, and so am I, to look at other opportunities for yourself because you don't know when something could happen.
You don't know when, and I'll also say something which is so fun. For the last couple of years, I've done a lot of travel across the country with my current job, and I have so many RNF friends from all different, not just my
You
team, I mean
just like
all
popping up
over.
everywhere.
And it's so fun. I've got to see everybody in, DC, Tennessee, California. I mean, all over Utah, Ohio. And, it's like, oh, I'm in town. We'll see each other. And I don't know. It's just this really beautiful sisterhood that is, it's something I value and appreciate, because we're all just striving for our own goals, and we're
Definitely.
being supportive. And like you and I hear is that you've done such a good job of inviting everybody into your world just to share a little piece of your happiness, and that's
Oh,
what
thank
it's
you.
about. No, I mean, really, it's wonderful.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It's just an idea that I had because I know there are so many stories out there and there's so many things that people can offer that I can't. And it resonates with different people. So why not share that? And so
Yeah.
that's why I started this, because I think it's fun and I'm learning a lot, which is even more important because that's the one thing about this business that's my favorite is I'm still a student, but I'm
Right.
also a master at the same time of things. And so
Totally.
it's a constant cycle of like, you're learning something, you're mastering it. You're learning something, you're mastering it. And that
Mhm.
is just growth and it's making me a better person. And so I'm super grateful for that.
Yeah.
So, Suzanne, what would you suggest to somebody who might be looking at Rodan and Fields or might be looking at network marketing as a profession? Because there might be some people watching us that Rodan and Fields isn't in their country, or Rodan and Fields is just not, they're not passionate about skincare, but they might be passionate about health or fitness or leggings or who knows. But what would you say to them as some advice?
I would say the first thing to do is ask questions. If you know someone in the business like yourself today or me, is just start asking questions and start just seeing if this is something that can fit into your life, because I'll be truthful, it's not for everyone.
No.
It in some respect it could be for everyone in terms of, well, obviously the skincare, but the business maybe not. But if you find quality consultants like yourself, and we want to,
And
ask,
yourself.
well, thank you. And just ask questions. Just ask
Yeah.
questions. We're going to tell you what it's going to be like. And if you don't have someone that's open and honest with you, then move on and find someone who is. But I think for the most part with Rodan and Fields, and that's the only company I'm familiar with that I could speak to, is, just start asking questions, and also just give yourself a little chance to kind of flex and do something new and be excited about, okay, I don't know if I'm going to be good at this. We all feel the same exact way when we start, but just take a little chance on yourself and just see what's possible. And I know we'll all say it's not easy, but it's simple. And if you put a little bit of effort in every single day, just sprinkling on your business just a little bit, whether it's 5-10 minutes a day, and we all have that because we're all scrolling, at least that or more, it's just, you'll be shocked to see what you can do. And I think just trust in yourself, believe in yourself. If you have just a little spark of, oh, what maybe could happen, or I see all these people doing these cool things, and gosh, an extra $500 or something, just try.
Absolutely. And I also would like to add to that. So there's a lot of people, I think, too, that look at like a business or network marketing and think, oh, I could never do that. Like that's not something I could do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because you have to be an extrovert, or you have to be super social, or you have to have a big following, or you have to know everything. I knew nothing.
Zero.
Did not have a big following. Zero. Did not have a big following. I'm actually an introvert. I am social, but I don't go to everything. I don't have millions of friends, but I'm just passionate about helping people and helping myself. And so I think if you have a drive at all, it's definitely a worthwhile opportunity to check out.
100%. And I think so many people get started on like, I'm just gonna try the products and I'll see what I like, and then you start sharing them, and then you realize, well, everyone else is gonna love them, and they do. And if you look about like our social network today, it's just so funny. If you just look through stories or anything, everyone's sharing about, oh, this knife set, or I got this pen, or I have a friend group that's doing an Amazon favorite things thing. We're all sharing things we really love. And so if it's something that, that you're a person that, hey, I could tell a couple friends that I like this product and it really works, and and you can make a little money on the side, or you could just have a community. I mean, we all joined for different reasons. Absolutely. Whether it's skincare, whether it's the financial, or whether it's just the community, everyone finds their own path, and that's the beauty. That's what sparks you to keep going. So I just think, I always just say, just ask questions, just start talking to somebody, and just see if they're the right fit for you on their team, or talk to other people, because it's it has to be right for you.
Absolutely. That's incredible. Thank you so much, Suzanne.
Yeah,
this has been
so
wonderful.
You too.
You've shared so much information. So if you guys are watching the replay, feel free to let us know. If you have questions, feel free to drop them in the comments, because somebody else might have a question too. But other than that, I don't really have anything else for Tuesday Talks. This has been so fun, and it's just been filled with information. So thank you again, Suzanne.
Yeah, thank you. You started all of this, so this is awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.